So we ready? Done setting up yet? I mean, I know this is our first show and we're balling on a budget, but come on, man. I mean, this really? You couldn't even give me a green screen back here? Make it look like I'm in Hawaii or a football stadium or something. And then this, you give me 3 pieces of paper? Come on, dude. I mean, in ESPN, you see them all day. They got laptops in there right here. They could research, they could Google. You know what I mean? You give me 3 pieces of paper. Can't even give me a teleprompter? I don't even care if you do me like Ron Burgundy and make me say, F you, San Diego. And then this, really? You ever heard of Times New Roman? You give me a paper in cursive? When was the last time we wrote cursive? Why do they even teach cursive? Well, the last time I used cursive was in 3rd grade. And then now in 2012, you decide you want to write this in cursive? Very funny. I know there's only 2 of you back there. They ain't got money to hire more than 3 of us. So don't go pointing the finger at each other. You ready? Yeah, let's do this. All right. Ready? All right, here we go. I would like to welcome all of you out there to the first official showing of the MFL News Network. My name is Diziak, Afro Diziak. That's right. And in a major merger that rocked the business world last week, so-called experts and the Mexican Football League, otherwise known as the MFL, joined together to bring you what is now known as the Mexican Football League News Network, or the MFL News Network. They decided to join up together and bring you this network to not only keep you in the loop when it comes to the NFL and what's going on in professional football, but also what's going on in the MFL and fantasy football. You know, we know there's a lot of you fantasy football experts out there who like playing, play for money, or even just play for free. You know, draft is coming up, so we're going to give you some draft info. We're going to let you know on some transaction info. We're going to let you know on injuries, updates, reviews. You know, we're going to break it down for you when it comes to fantasy football, and we're going to let you guys know what it takes to win the league. And I know there's plenty of other fantasy football sites out there that are offering this ton of information, but I just want to let all of you know right now, the MFL is where it's at. That is hands down the best fantasy football league this side or that side of the Mexican border, and we're here to prove it. Just keep tuning in, and I guarantee you a winning record, if not a championship. Because I can't guarantee a championship, because how do I know the rest of your league ain't watching this? You know what I mean? Now, we couldn't think of any better way than to kick off our inaugural show by bringing you the champion of last year's MFL season, 2011 Mexican Football League champion, general manager of the PDZ Men of Steel, Mr. Ram de Lara. Don't be acting all camera shy now. You were stripping at 7th Heaven last night. I know the MFL season brings back memories because it has perverts like Jimmy in it. And you already told me how he used to make you wear his Magnum condoms because he couldn't fit into them. I know, but trust me, he will never touch you again. You're mine, baby. It's just me and you. We got a whole year. I plan on winning again this year. It's just me and you. Wait, what? We're live? Nah, cut this.
Dumb, drunk mother.
Oh, we're back. Sorry. Apparently, we had some technical problems there. You know, apparently Mr. De Lara didn't have the right microphones and the right, equipment out there. So we'll go right back to him as soon as, we sober him up a little, give him a little coffee. We'll go right back there. But for now, I just want to, again, welcome all of you to the first show. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. So again, I'd like to apologize, but I would like to go to last year's champion, Mr. Man of Steel. MFL, how you guys been doing? I'm doing all right, man. Just right here at the crib with my baby. Don't get jealous. You guys will all have a chance this year to take her back from me. Good luck with that. I mean, especially some of you losers out there like Ralph ain't never had a winning record. Ephraim's Bill Belichick in his other league don't even pay attention to this league. You got Country. I ain't going to get into that one. You got Peter and Steven who, seem to have a theme with the playoffs, but they just can't get past that next level. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys. I don't know who's going to do it. Choose fell off. Guy used to be good. He used to be a competition. But anyways, back to the matter at hand. 2012 is about to kick off. We got some changes coming into the league. And who better than your reigning champion to bring you the news? I mean, if she could talk, I would let her. Because I know all of you out there want to hear what Sanchita has to say. But hey, that's just between us, baby. So if you want to have your own one-on-one time, hey, do your homework, baby. But here goes. Some of the changes made this year, we're already posted on the league, but I'm going to go over them real quick. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Peter Hernandez, who created this league, brought us all into it. He's been the commissioner since day one. But due to a busy schedule, he couldn't keep up with the all of the responsibilities for being the commissioner, so he stepped down. The committee had a vote. They nominated me as the new commissioner. I ain't got nothing but time, so I will be running the day-to-day operations of the league. Peter will still be on the committee, which for those it's Fernie, Steven, Peter, and me. We're still on there. That brings us into our second topic. 2 years ago we had a committee of 5, but one of the members stepped down. So we are at 4. Now we would like to have it at 5 in case that's the best way to have a tiebreaker. But we're not just going to put someone in the committee and then find out later they're not dedicated. So what we're going to do is we're going to post everything that we're going to do on the league. We just had the poker night. We posted that. If anyone wanted to help, we're going to have the draft. We're going to post that again. We're going to set up. We're going to need help setting up, getting ready. We're going to need help cleaning up. That's a big thing. We don't want to just go into someone's house, wreck it, and leave. We need help cleaning up. So if you would like to be considered for the committee, we're going to see who's the most dedicated one out there, who puts in the time and effort. And this way, instead of nominating you and then you letting us down, we're going to make you prove to us that you're worthy of being on the committee because you are giving the effort. So third, last year we had a big trouble collecting fees from all you, the transaction fees. This year I'm going to open a Chase bank account. I will give all of you the account number, or when it's needed, and you can just transfer it from your bank account into the Chase account without having to drive and meet someone out in this hot desert. I'll give you further details on that as it comes along as I open the account. But obviously you guys know with the account number you'll just be able to put money in and not take money out, of course. Fourth on the league. It was a rule last year. I'm not sure. I know some of you had a lot of questions on the restricted and unrestricted free agent list. What it is let's say draft day comes. We all know we only have 14 spots on our roster. Let's say you make a trade and you get 16 picks. You have 14 on there. Those 2 that don't fit are yours. They're on the free agent list, but they're restricted. No one can touch them. The others are unrestricted. Now, between those 16 players, you can move in and out as much as you want. Someone gets injured, but you want to hold on to him, you can put him on your restricted, put someone else in, and no one can touch those guys up until you go pick up an unrestricted free agent, someone who's just on the waiver wire. At that point, that will cancel out any restricted free agents you have. Anyone unpicked up that's not on your 14 becomes free. Because you can make as many moves as you want within your 16. But once you go outside of that, you lose them. If you got any questions, I'll go further in detail in person. We can really go into it. We just had poker night. It was a great night. I want to thank everyone for coming, for showing up. Everyone helped pick up. No one left a mess. We weren't too rowdy. We didn't wreck the house too bad. For what's it looking like right now is the draft day is going to be August 18th at the same house we had poker at 6 p.m. sharp. I'm talking about sharp. I'm talking about if you ain't there at 6 p.m. and you have the first overall pick and you get skipped, too bad. Because y'all know if you don't pick within your time limit, you get skipped. And if any of you out there are not going to be able to make the draft, there's a good chance that you will get replaced. Because we have like 3 or 4 guys outside of the league who are dying to get either back in or join for the first time. And if you can't make the draft, I'm pretty sure at least 1 or 2 of them is probably going to be there, and they may just take your spot. Because what are you going to do if you ain't there? We ain't doing that phone draft where we pick for you. I'm not calling you every time it's your pick, letting you know who's available. So please let us know now if you can't make it. And if you guys have any questions, please contact any of the committee members. That's me, Peter, Steven, or Fernie. If you have any questions, contact us through the league website, text, phone, whatever you guys want to do. We want to have another great fantasy football season, and we don't want anyone to have the wrong ideas or the wrong thoughts and mess up on their team because they didn't know a policy. So please let us know. Welcome back to the MFL, ladies. We're going to have another good season. This is your league champion. This is Sanchita, and we out.
Well, that was enlightening, right? All right, so again, this is Mr. Aphrodisiac coming to you from the MFL News Network. From here on out, we're going to be giving you more news. This was just a little introduction to the network itself, trying to get a following. But for so-called experts and for the MFL Fantasy Football League, this is Aphrodisiac wishing all of you out there buenos nachos.